Pop Squat. Coming at you. Hey everybody, this is going to be the last video for tonight. I guess that determines what order I'm putting these up in, because this will be the fourth. And this was actually sent to me by Jaydes. He contacted me on Twitter and said, hey, I got a new EP. Give it a listen. It is 16 minutes and 20 seconds long. It is 9 tracks, so those are some short tracks. Super curious about this. Still not a lot of biographical information out there about Jaydes. I'm hoping he puts something up somewhere, maybe on Spotify. I would appreciate that. Think we'll just dive into it here. I have no idea if this is... I don't have an account for SoundCloud, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna run into issues with this, but if we do, I guess I'll sign up and start over. So let's just go. The EP is called Heartpacing. The first song is Built Off Slime, lol. I have lyrics from Genius.
You forgot who made your swag. Most of these niggas my sons. They just scared to call me dad. Yeah, nigga, I been number one. I leaks up on my bag. 3.5 from the roll me and Jay. Cause I fell in love with a pat like ill. Jace, why you moving like that? Cause I built this shit off a slime. Never let fuck niggas waste on my time. It's giving pussy, you logging in line. Yeah, I got my rob on my side. Never move sloppy, my shooters in line. Are you the best of the game? Little nigga, you don't need none of your binds. Pass me the bump on my face to it. If it ain't mine, then I hate music. Pulling 50 on the dash. Start trying to catch up, I tell them to taste it. I got way too many hoes. Sit back and laugh at it with my little Asian bitch. Fuck myself up, but that shit got me rich. Low-key, I can't even hate. I know he mad. Little nigga went for that. Nigga gon' clone everything that I do. Love her, not meant for that. Gas in my lungs for the scars on my head, cause I know that it's meant for that. Yeah. These niggas plumb faking. Jesus was hated, don't know offense, not taking. She think I'm gon' make it. No shit, bitch, I'm jaded. Niggas gon' You forgot who made your swag. Most of these niggas my sons. They just scared to call me dad. Yeah, nigga, I been number one. I leaks up on my bag. 3.5 from the roll me and Jay. Cause I fell in love with a pat like ill. Jace, why you moving like that? Cause I built this shit off a slime. Never let fuck niggas waste on my time. It's giving pussy, you logging in line. Yeah, I got my rob on my side. Never move sloppy, my shooters in line. Are you the best of the game? Little nigga, you don't need none of your bro.
You have no heart.
It's giving identity fraud.
Hood rich.
Alright, so I'm going to pause there. And if you notice, up here right next to his picture, this was just posted 2 days ago, so this is like brand new. So if you hadn't heard of it yet, but it looks like these songs all have tens of thousands of views already, so people have definitely heard of it. So that was just sort of an I'm Awesome song. But it did some really cool stuff. I liked the section where he really sped up a little bit, and these guys pump faking. Jesus was hated on, no offense, none taken. She think I'm gonna make it, no shit, bitch, I'm Jaden. That was pretty good. That was the part that he sped up. I'm not sure what building this shit off slime means, and maybe slime is some, I don't know, it's got to be a slang term for something, or maybe he just means he made it out of nothing, right? Which would also totally make sense to me. I thought that sounded pretty cool. Still a little bit dreamy in terms of the music, but the beat was super strong. His lyrics were super clear right up front. Easy to hear, easy to understand. Thought that was great. I need to back up and get to the next song, which is called Who Can I Trust? And this is featuring Rich Amiri. And I now have lyrics open, so let's go.
You have no heart.
Kind of sounds like a space.
When you're by yourself, do you think of me? When I'm in town, are we gonna link? Baby, if you really think I trust you, you should check again. Only people that I trust is me and Benjamin. 2020, jugging and finessing, I'm a better man. 22 is pretty hoes and crumbs of weed up on my vitamins. I know stay lonely, but still FaceTime in my harmony. Gossip in my lungs, that shit a part of me, it's hard to breathe. I'ma text you on all and it's been real hard to see. She been asking me to fuck before I even see her.
She like, you on fat? I'm like, probably. Bitch, I'm counting bucks. Hit a lottery. Yeah, that boy not by nothing. He can't ride with me. Tired of assumptions. Spend a lot of me. Yeah, I just made a ring. Then I spend it. I'm like, yeah. I just winter night. In the sun, I'm just like, yeah. Baby, we just fucking go to coffee. I'm like, no. He thought I was bluffing till I snuffed him. I'm like, yeah. Niggas fake, they gon' send me up. I don't got no choice. Need my phones, fuck it's all about.
When you're by yourself, do you think of me?
I love that part. That part sounds like a love song, right? When what does it say? When you're by yourself, do you think of me? And it started off the song with that too, and I thought it sounded great. I thought we were going to get a very different sort of song. And then it turned into kind of a, but I can't trust you. And that's also kind of interesting, right?
By yourself, do you think of me? When I'm in town, are we gonna link? Baby, if you really think I trust you, you should check again. Only people that I trust is me and Benjamin.
So again, we talk about trust, right? Like I can't trust you. Like maybe he likes this girl, maybe she likes him, but he can't trust her for whatever reason. It's not fully explained, and he trusts money because money spends, and you can rely on it's a trade of money for a thing, and that's what you expect to get, and you can put trust in that. I understand that, but something that doesn't have an intrinsic value that you can trade money for, he has a hard time trusting, and that sucks. I'll say that because yikes, that's a lot of life, is trusting people to be true to you and be trustworthy and tell you the truth, and yikes, yeah, not a good thing to have to say.
2020, jugging and finessing, I'm a better man. 22 is pretty hoes and crumbs of weed up on my vitamins.
Vitamins again. Alright, the next song is Stuck to Script. Love it.
I'm singing, gang got rich off flipping his ass. Let's see, I can step and wreck up on my fucking pants. I stuck to the script, all this shit was part of the plan. She said, Jaydes, why I get DMs from your fucking friends?
All over the place. I gotta back up again because it's all over the place. I love the way it started out, and then it immediately started changing. Why am I slow now again? I don't know. I fucking hate this computer. Let me back up, and then we're gonna start again.
I got rich off singing, gang got rich off flipping his ass. Let's see, I can step and wreck up on my fucking pants. I stuck to the script, all this shit was part of the plan. She said, Jaydes, why I get DMs from your fucking friends?
Completely different.
I got rich off singing, gang got rich off flipping his ass. Let's see, I can step and wreck up on my fucking pants. I stuck to the script, all this shit was part of the plan. She She said, Jaydes, why I get DMs from your fucking fans? I got my money, keep up with me, bitch. This shit I love you, not stuck with me, bitch. Tired of game, ego by some niggas, I'm better than watch how you fuck with me, bitch. You got some money, but you not rich. You got some jeans, you moving stiff. You had a girl, I stole that bitch. You had some spotlight, I stole that shit. You was gonna run up, you folded quick. You feeling threatened, you told him quick. That's not your weapon, you holding it. That's not your bestie, I gave him a follow back because he told me right where you live. I could keep going, but I didn't know. Exotic bitches give head on the tour bus, get to the hotel, they tryna fuck. I got rich off singing, gang got rich off flipping hands. Let's see, I can step and wreck up on my fucking pants. I stuck to the script, all this shit was part of the plan. She said, Jaydes, why I get DMs from your fucking friend?
I like that. It's all over the place musically. There's so I mean, look at the image here. It goes like music at the start, drops out to nothing, music drops out, music drops out, music, and all those sections are completely different from one another. And it doesn't sound schizophrenic. It doesn't sound crazy all over the place. It just changes a lot. The idea behind the song is really not good. I mean, it's not healthy, is what I'm saying. Stuck to the. I can't talk. I really can't talk. Stuck to script. So I know script without the T is an old term for money, but I don't think that's what he's talking about here. What he's talking about is he's stuck to his idea of how he thought he should be behaving in this situation, or the other people stuck to what he thought they were going to do, and so they are predictable and not in a way that he appreciated. Like, he's had some lyrics here, and he actually sounded super pissed off when he said them. I got money, keep up with me, I got my money, keep up with me, bitch. This shit not love, you not stuck with me, bitch. I'm tired of getting egoed by some guys. I'm better than. Watch how you fuck with me, bitch. That he sounded pissed off when he said that. You got some money, but you not rich. You cop some jeans, you moving stiff. You had a girl, I stole that bitch. You had some spotlight, I stole that shit. You was gonna run up, you folded quick. You feeling threatened, you told him quick. Yeah. It's kind of an I'm awesome song, but it's more like a you just all suck song because you're so weak and predictable, and again it just all I can hear is he's trusting the bad things, not the good things, and he can't let himself trust the good things, like good people, and maybe he hasn't really encountered any, or people that he really trusts that are people who have any sort of position of power over him. I hope he has friends and hopefully family that he trusts and loves and relates to, but that's not who he's talking about here. Here he's talking about people who he can trust to be lame. Like, I shouldn't say lame. That's ableist, and I understand that. He trusts them to just not be good people, to not be worth trusting. That's probably the better thing to say. It's rough. It's surprising how much of this stuff revolves around trust, and I guess that's just how the world is, because people will screw you over. I mean, live long enough and people are going to screw you over, and they think they're doing right by themselves, and they should be more concerned about being somewhat unhappy with the results of you both being somewhat unhappy with the results. Compromise, people, compromise. Okay, so the next track on Heart Pacing is Sedated. I think, yeah, it says Jaydes so far that I've noticed has been producer on all of these as well, so super talented guy. really impressive stuff. Let's go. Sedated. Like that.
You have no heart.
Pretty.
So I gotta start this over because the piano in this really sounds like sort of an old 70s-ish song. I can't even tell you what genre it would have been. But then he starts introducing some of that electronic stuff that kicks it into a different gear. Not faster or anything. It just changes it entirely in terms of like what your frame of reference is for the song. I think the music sounds really cool. Great organ sound.
You have no heart.
Really like this.
Pretty hoe gon' ask me if I'm famous. Gas got me sedated, put my blunt out on the pavement. She said she in love, I fell in love with my hiatus is. Julie think I'm conceited, but asking what the latest been. I don't know, just chasing it. I really need me a bad bitch. Pretty with similar habits. Sex, money, drugs, you could have it. She need to know she a bad bitch, yeah. I really need me a bad bitch. Pretty with similar habits. Sex, money, drugs, you could have it. She need to know she a bad bitch. I'm getting hot cause I need to be up. She got a man but still hitting me up. She off the honey, she want a new cup. She see my status, now she wanna fuck. Try to convince me that you not a dub. Maybe if you come through, I'll see what's true and see what's up. Pretty hoe gon' ask me if I'm famous. Gas got me sedated, put my blunt out on the pavement. She said she in love, I fell in love with my hiatus is. Julie think I'm conceited, but asking what the latest been. I don't know, just chasing it. I really need me a bad bitch. Pretty with similar habits. Sex, money, drugs, you could have it. She need to know she a bad bitch, yeah. I really need me a bad bitch. Pretty with similar habits. Sex, money, drugs, you could have it. She need to know she a bad bitch.
I love that song. Sounds fantastic. Subject matter could be nicer, but it's still actually pretty good. Because she said she fell in love. I fell in love with my hiatuses. So what he's saying is she fell in love, and he really likes having time off and just relaxing. Julie think I'm conceited, but asking what the latest been. I'm conceited. No. So I think whoever transposed these lyrics meant conceited as in somebody who's, what would that be, like self-involved, like concerned about themselves. But they wrote conceited as in like, I concede, I give up. And I don't think that's what the word is supposed to be. I think it's supposed to be conceited with a T. But I love the sound of this, and again, it sounds like he's found somebody that he likes, and that he thinks would be good for him, maybe, because she's a bad bitch, and he wants a bad bitch. Maybe that's because he wants somebody who can tell him what to do. Maybe he means something different by that. What I get from that is somebody who doesn't let him get away with shit, who will call him on his dumbass behavior. And that's what he's looking for. That's what I read into that. That's my take on what he means by a bad bitch. I don't know exactly what he means by it. Maybe he just means, holy crap, she's hot and I want her. But with pretty similar habits, he says, sex, money, drugs, you can have it. She need to know how to be a bad bitch. She need to know she a bad bitch. So, yeah, kind of interesting. So it sounds like somebody he might be interested in, might be able to like, or maybe trust if it gets that far. I don't know. I'm just talking. That was Sedated. The next song, I love the way that song sounded, by the way. Just absolutely loved it. It might be because it's somewhat more traditional sounding in terms of the music overall, but I like the sort of the high notes, it sounded a little happier, but it still had a kind of a slightly dark side to it, which was kind of cool. All right, so that was Sedated. Next up is Don't Worry About Me.
Hold on.
Oh, I like that.
You have no
I'm getting
heart.
money, little dude, don't worry about me. Yeah, I'll take your bitch in a jiffy, I don't need no words on my feet. But I got some words on my feet. Balenciaga when I step on the street. Will take it sometimes, really depends. Them Ramones overdid like a treat. I spend way too much on gas, but I guess it's investing. I got rich and you stay broke, wasn't that depressing? I spent too much on that hoe, that shit got pretty messy though. You said you wasn't gonna miss me, but look like you stressing, huh? Okay. Gotta do it myself, cause nobody else could keep up. You want your bitch back, I don't care, you could keep her. Just find her on me, Cartier diamonds on me and she dying to see. I'm sorry I missed your text, you think I'm lying, little bitch, I've been trying to breathe. Don't give a fuck about your title, but I love all my hoes pretty and entitled. I stay to myself, say I'm going up, little bitch, I've been here for a while. This bitch heart pacing like Usain Bolt, we ain't running a mile. Yeah, I'm getting money, little dude, don't worry about me. Yeah,
Who's the little dude? I'm getting money, little dude. Don't worry about me. I mean, I assume it's a friend or maybe a younger brother. That sounds like something you would say to a younger brother, right? Or kid. I don't know if he has any kids. I'm getting money, little dude. Don't worry about me. That's just a really interesting way to start a song, because it was the first actual lyric, like full line in the song too, and then he repeats it later on in the next verse. Or the next, I guess it is the chorus. I like the sound of this too. This sounds very, very cool. I'm really liking this.
yo, bitch in a jiffy, I don't need any words on my feet. But I got some words on my feet. Balenciaga when I step on the street. Will take it sometimes, really depends. Them Ramones overdid like a treat. I spend way too much on gas, but I guess it's investing. I got rich and you stay broke, wasn't that depressing?
That's a great
I
line.
spent too much on that hoe, that shit got pretty messy though. You said you wasn't gonna miss me, but look like you stressing, huh? Okay.
I like that one too. And I'm curious if the section where he talks about I think it was something like I spent money on that, too much money on that bitch, and that got messy. I'm wondering if that's the same person from the previous song, Sedated, or if it was somebody else, and he's just talking about somebody else, talking with somebody else who knew who he's mentioning, this other woman that he was with. Interesting. And again, all of this could just be stories, right? I understand that. I'm talking about it as if it's facts from his life. I kind of assume he pulls aspects of his life and puts it into his music, because what the hell else would you do? You wouldn't just make up oh god, that would be a super interesting idea though, if you had like an actual fictional life for you as an artist and you talked about that through all of your albums. That would be a neat idea. Anyway, that's not what we're here for. The next song, is this right? Patience? Just one word? Oh, that was it. Yeah, it is called Patience, but it features Riovaz. Riovaz? Again, Riovaz. Also produced by Jaydes. I think this whole album was produced by him, or the EP. And let's give this a listen. Again, it's called Patience.
You have no heart. No heart. No heart.
Loving the music in here. Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know I want you, it's not hard to tell. I think I messed up my bone.
This is like dancey. What a funky song. I love the sound of it.
You have no heart. No heart. No heart.
I backed up. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know I want you, it's not hard to tell. I messed up my bones when I fell for you. About these other hoes, oh well. Really don't care what your old one's been to you. Yeah, I know you've been through hell. Don't gotta tell me, you don't gotta mention it. Sorry if I don't come off as affectionate. Lots of my plans, just have patience with me. Have patience with me. Oh, have patience with me. Have patience with me.
Wow. Yeah. I mean, it sounds fantastic. I love the way this sounds, but even this first, they call it a pre-chorus. I would just call it a verse. Yeah, he's talking about somebody he likes. And then he's saying, you know what? Oh, sorry if I don't come off as affectionate. Lots on my plate. And guess what? Everybody is different. People are not necessarily going to behave the way you want them to in a relationship because they act not just based on their experiences, but also how they have internalized them, and they internalize them based on their own brain chemistry, right? And that seems like a weird thing to say, but believe me, the longer you live, the more you will realize that people do not see things the same as you, which is probably one reason why so many people seem to like watching my videos, is I process things differently than they do and explain things differently and have a different perspective, and that's not just based on me as a white guy born in Burlington, Wisconsin, who had a college education and parents who were together for his entire life. That's just who my circumstances, right? It does not mean that that's the only way that I understand things is from that perspective. And I'm probably lost track of what my actual thought was, but there you go. I've been doing this for a while. But yeah, it's really a cool song. And then he talks about, and this is why I brought this up, why I stopped it, is he says, have patience with me. Like, I know I'm not doing what you want me to, but I want to be there for you. I just need to figure out how to do that. And whether that's he needs to figure out what they need in the relationship, that other person, or he needs to get to the point where he can open up, and you can't pressure somebody to do that. So he's saying, be patient with me. And it's a it's a self-aware thing to say. And I know a lot of people would say, God, that's so selfish. Like, why would you say, be patient with me? Like, you need to step up. Yeah, sometimes you can't step up because it's been so unsafe to do that in the past that you can't. You have to be given time to get to the point that you can trust the other person to allow you to open up. And I totally understand that.
Patience with me. Have patience with me. All the time I stop being patient with us, and I can't hear your words, girl, you're so far gone. You leave my heart without my back, and I can't love a thing to say. It's weird you wanna come on back, but girl, I treated you the same. Got this
Great.
Jesus up like someone who loves you. And let me speak for you, I know that you want me to.
So this is Rio Vaz.
And I do never be mean to you. You know I want you, it's not hard to tell. I think I messed up my bones when I fell for you. About these other hoes, oh well. Really don't care what your old one's been to you. Yeah, I know you've been through hell. Don't gotta tell me, you don't gotta mention it. Sorry if I don't come off as affectionate. Lots of my plans, just have patience with me. Have patience with me. Oh, have patience with me. Have patience with me.
Great sounding song. I love this song too. Alright, so that was Patience, and this next one is called Never Meet Your Idols, which I originally misread out of the corner of my eye as Never Meet Your Idiots, which is also a great title. But Never Meet Your Idols, and this was produced by Jaydes and It's either Kai 3 or Kakai 3. Kiki 3? I don't know. KKEI 3. So, something like that. And like I said, Never Meet Your Idols is the name of the song. I'm very curious to see if this maintains the kind of happier sounding music. The last two I've loved because of that. They're almost dancey, and that's very unexpected. Like, he's obviously progressing and changing as a musician, and I'd love to be able to see that.
You have no heart.
Okay.
A little more low key.
Looking up to me could cause an issue. I got cash and hella gas, like what's the issue? For too many hoes, I don't know if I miss you. Can't let pretty hoe get makeup on my face, boy. And I put my hoe in rats and in jeans. I just took his hoe cause he was bad from Berlin. I been on my ass for some green. All these niggas rats for some cheese. On my knees, I pray to God. You think you could trust me? I could only trust myself. Remember you was mad at me when I needed your help. Someone said your name, I said it doesn't ring a bell. I got rich off toxic bitches in the band like hell yeah. OG cushion track runner, she thinks she a pack runner. Either real or you fake, no in between, that's blasphemous. Finally went up and now I know that does a cash to it. I just cut the brick and flip that shit, I got my cash through it. Looking up to me could cause an issue. I got cash and hella gas, like what's the issue? For too many hoes, I don't know if I miss you. Can't let pretty hoe get makeup on my face, boy. And I put my hoe in rats and in jeans. I just took his hoe cause he was bad from Berlin. I been on my ass for some green. All these rats for some cheese. On my knees, I pray to God.
That's really interesting too. And again, he mentions the only person I can trust is myself. Where does he say that? I want to know the exact lyrics. Looking up to me could cause an issue. So he's kind of saying, like, I'm not perfect. You watch it if you think I'm somebody you want to take after. I get cash and hell gas. What's the issue? Way too many hoes. I don't know if I miss you. Can't let them. Is it in the first? Where is? Oh, here's the verse. Yeah, okay, it's the first thing after the chorus. You think you can trust me. I can only trust myself. Again, trust. I remember you was mad at me when I needed your help. Someone said your name. I said it doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, I can see how that might tick you off. Like, if you're in a relationship and you need help and the other person gets mad at you because you need help, that's not good. I mean, it's really not good. Because if you can't show weakness in a relationship, well, it's not going to go very far. Sorry, my cat. I like this too, but I like this because it's him actually saying he's trying to be vulnerable. Oh, I got a moth in here. Oh God, cat's gonna go crazy now. We might have some little earthquakes here while the cat chases the... Oh God. Oh Jesus. Alright, let's keep going. The moth got away. Now he's in the kitchen. Let's go to the next song, which is, let's see, that was Never Meet Your Idols. Oh, okay, that makes sense, because it's about him. You know, don't meet me. I'm not somebody you want to base your life on, because I'm just not. I recognize that, right? Also, very self-aware. Very good to point that out. However, I will say, as he gets more and more popular, he will automatically be a role model for people, and anybody who is in the public eye who says I'm not a role model, you're just wrong. You don't get to decide if you're a role model. You are a role model because people are going to look up to you because they like what you do, they like what you have to say, they like how you say it, they like how you dress, they like whatever, they like where you're from, they like what you look like. You are a role model. You have an effect on people because you are someone they look up to. And it's self-aware to say that I am not a role model, but that doesn't mean you are excused from being a role model. It just means you probably got to try that much harder, at least to represent yourself in a way that you would want someone to emulate, if that all makes sense. Alright, so that was Don't Meet Your Idols. This is Drama Queen.
You have no heart. You have no heart.
Do you even know I think about you? Too much pride, babe, I gotta take it out you. Too damn hard to call you back, I swear I was about to. Keep your cosign, rapper, keep that clout too. Keep that cosign, boy, it's not about you. That bitch 12 o'clock, keep this room 60 degrees. Pop say put it in investments, gang say put it in the weed. They know that I'm not no hoe, but love my hoes, but that's just me. How the fuck you number one if I'm alive? How the fuck you say you love me, but don't care, you fucking lie? Why you getting jealous of these trying hoes? I'm fucking tired. Honey very backward on this block, but I'm some fucking fraud. Every word is true cause I got tired of the cow. Make you my attention cause I'm tired of the basic. Used to be my high when I got tired of the route. It's a lot of love lost, feeling like you faked it. But when she ever call on my designer aces. Bitch, I'm not gonna text you if you acting like you hate it. Love me and you hate me, but you love the way I say it. To myself, these niggas fake like take your places. Do you even know I think about you? Too much pride, babe, I gotta take it out you. Too damn hard to call you back, I swear I was about to. Keep your cosign, rapper, keep that clout too. Keep that cosign, boy, it's not about you. That bitch 12 o'clock, keep this room 60 degrees. Pop say put it in investments, gang say put it in the weed. They know that I'm not no hoe, but love my hoes, but that's just me.
Yeah, just continuing the theme of sort of love songs. Can I trust you? Do you even know I think about you? Too much pride, babe, I gotta take it out you. Does that mean I gotta take it out on you? Like I can't tell you that I think about you. Too damn high to call you back, I swear I was about to. Excuses. Keep your cosign, rapper, keep the clout too. Okay, cat, leave the light alone, please. Yeah. I don't know. I actually kind of hope, if this is real life that he's talking about here, I kind of hope he and whoever this is are able to work something out, because it sounds like he definitely likes her. But there's issues. There's always issues. There's always issues. And I'm not saying let them all pass. I'm just saying there is no relationship that is clear sailing. None. And if you're in a relationship with somebody who thinks a relationship should be easy, they are going to leave you. Period. That they just will. Because at any point it becomes difficult, they will run. Because obviously it should just be easy. If it was meant to be, it would just work. That is so much bullshit that I can't even comprehend. Alright, last song. Ooh. Hate Interlude. Okay, so is this going to be a break to have hate, or is this going to be a break from hate? That is what I am curious about. So let's give it a listen. This is the very last song.
You have no heart.
My bitches don't call it lot of me. Yeah. This and that, baby, I know what I want. Roll a blunt, soak it in, make a song, say your name, now that shit a favorite song. If you really love me, what you hating on? If you really love me, what you hating on? If you really love me, what you hating on? You said, please talk to me, I've been talking to you the whole time. Still moving like you special, girl, you not alone.
Alright, hold on a second. This is a
Feel
thing.
like you special, girl, you not me the whole time.
So he starts off this verse with, "You said please talk to me. I've been talking to you the whole time." Oh, okay. So that's oh God. I would need to see his actual official lyrics to know. Because if this is, "You said, quote, please talk to me. I've been talking to you the whole time," unquote, then that's one person saying, "I've been doing all this talking and you're not telling me anything back." Don't do that in a relationship. And if somebody does that, leave. Like, they need to be able to talk to you. And maybe you need to just give them time. That could very well be. And he's saying, be patient with me earlier, right? So maybe you need to give them some time. But at some point, they have to open up to you. They have to be able to talk to you. However, if the lyric is as it's presented on Genius, "You said, please talk to me," in quotes, and then his response is, "I've been talking to you the whole time, and you're just not hearing me," is what I get out of that, right? And the meaning of those two things is very important. Where the quotation marks are very important, and it completely changes the meaning of things. So I'm not exactly sure what's actually it's supposed to be. But yeah, you gotta talk to people in a relationship. That's the only way you find out what people are thinking, and you have to tell the truth because it's the only way you find out what they're actually thinking. And yeah, that we've talked about this before.
You're moving like you special, girl, you not alone. There's a whole line full of bad bitches with the whole nine. Hella baggage, you can't hold mine, but it's okay.
That's pretty harsh. You still moving like you special, girl. You not alone. There's a whole line full of bad bitches with the whole nine. But not everybody is the same. So you cannot base it on the fact that
Hella baggage, you can't.
that they're a bad bitch. That just not gonna do it. I gotta back up more because I'm in the middle of those lyrics.
Can't hold bitches with the whole nine. Hella baggage, you can't hold mine, but it's okay, cause I hold mine. I've been moving on my own time, baby. I've been moving on my own time. Designer bags and backwards, got her dreaming. It's always cold and that's in every season. I'm on my own shit, why the fuck are you tweaking? Hate run through your skin and bones, baby, I think that it's seeping. This and that, baby, I know what I want. Roll a blunt, soak it in, make a song, say a name, now that shit a favorite song. If you really love me, what you hating on? If you really love me, what you hating on? 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 Huh? If you really love me,
You have no.
Wow. No.
Stop. No heart.
Stop. Yeah, the end of that is rough. If you really love me, what you hating on? Is what he says, and he repeats it and repeats it and repeats it. And yeah, you'll have relationships with people where they will just be angry with you and they won't be able to tell you why. And they still say they love you, but they're just always annoyed with you. And yeah, there's stuff going on, unresolved stuff that you need to talk about and figure out. And until you do, you're just going to get a lot of hate because they're annoyed with you. That's what that means. And it's weird that people don't understand that, because of when they're the person who's annoyed and they're being a jerk, they know why. But then when they see that behavior from somebody else, they don't think, oh, they're mad at me for something. And it's okay to not know what that is, because it may not be something that you think is worth being angry about, but for some reason the other person thinks it is. And again, that's based on their background, their history, their stuff. You said a word that they didn't like. You ignored something that they thought was incredibly important, and it really bothered them. And they feel like you ought to know. You should know what you did wrong. Well, I don't fucking know what I did wrong, so tell me. And that just... You gotta get that stuff on the open. It's just crazy. It's crazy to hear these guys talk about this stuff and know, at least I assume I assume I understand. I think I am understanding the issues at work, if not the specifics in that situation, right? And it's really kind of painful to hear, because all this stuff is solvable to an extent. Sometimes things are beyond solvable, and I also get that. But man, if you can be in a relationship with somebody and you can actually talk openly about things, and not let them get to the point where when you hear the first negative thing come out of your partner's mouth and it just pisses you off, if you can not have that happen, then you can actually have a conversation and talk about things and get stuff out in the open. And sometimes you have to really rein in that I'm pissed off feeling in order to have a conversation that will make things better. And sometimes you're going to get mad anyway, and then you're going to have a fight, and then you're going to come back and go, okay, I was unreasonable. That's the hope, right? But you have to be able to trust that the other person is going to be there for you, and that they're going to understand, like, okay, you got triggered, because everybody loves that word, and that happened at the time. Now you're in a better place to be able to talk about this stuff. That's when you talk about it. That's when you work the shit out. And God, he's so talented, and he's got such a good grasp of music and writing and lyrics, and he's trying to figure out the minefield of relationship stuff. And again, so much more complicated because of money and fame and talent, and the fact that he's got other women who just line up to be with him, maybe not literally, but maybe. And yeah, keep asking these questions, Jaydes, because that's right, you sent this to me. I could actually talk directly to you, because this is the stuff you're going to deal with your entire life. Your entire life. I am 53 years old, and I just started seeing somebody new, and we are having some of these exact same conversations. Like, ask about this. I can't talk about that yet. Okay, I get it. We'll just hang out and until you feel more comfortable, and that's just what we'll do. And it's pointless to get angry about it, right? I can't force something more to happen. She can't force something more to happen. It just has to happen. So just keep asking the questions, keep talking, keep working through everything. And it's great that you're asking these questions in public. You're dealing with all of this in public, and it's not just for you, it's for everybody who likes your music and listens to your music, and I think it's awesome. I think this is an absolute winner of an EP, and I'm excited to see what people have to say about it. So please leave some comments. Let him know what you think. He must actually... I'm going to send him this and let him know that it's up, so hopefully he'll come back and check out comments and see what people are saying, and I hope you're all nice about it, because I think this album EP is really fantastically good. Pop Squat. Chicken. Please like, subscribe, and share. Jaydes, thanks very much. This was awesome. Really. Man, a couple of the songs I'm absolutely gonna get on my phone as soon as I can. Actually, probably the whole thing.